Hey top 10 nerd fans, I'm Johnny Rogers, your nerdtastic guide for today. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button to show us some love, and you'll be all caught up with every video that we post. Now let's get started as we break down the top 10 characters that can beat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Now Thanos seems like the ultimate villain as he's collected all of the Infinity Stones, using them to, spoiler alert, dissolve most of humanity, and a whole swath of key superheroes in the last Avengers Infinity War. Until now, it was only the Toronto Police Service who seemed like the only answer to the wrath of Thanos. However, there are several characters who have given the opportunity to get their hands on the Infinity Gauntlet that could easily wipe out Thanos. So let's begin. Coming in at number 10, Dr. Manhattan. We all remember Dr. Manhattan and his godlike abilities displayed in the DC film The Watchmen. Manhattan naturally as a result of suffering an accident causing his body to explode when hit by an intrinsic field generator, he then possessed the ability to reconstruct his former being, teleport, travel through dimensions, and control the hands of time. All of this without even wearing a glove. You know, with the fancy stones. This means that if the two were to go face to face, Manhattan poses a real threat to Thanos. Number 9, Neo from the Matrix. Famously, once Neo harnessed his abilities, he was able to avoid even bullets, making him a god within his world. Neo possesses the source of the Matrix code. Within that, it kind of makes him part of the Matrix. And even if Thanos tried to utilize the Infinity Gauntlet, he would fall short because 1, Neo is the world he inhabits, and 2, the Infinity Gauntlet would not even be in the universe in which it was created. Number 8, Legion. Legion is the son of Professor X and considered an Omega mutant. He is extremely dangerous not only because he can change the fabric of reality, but he also is a time traveler. The most threatening thing about Legion would be his split personalities, which all contain different powers and at a moment's notice can completely take him over. That being said, he could defeat Thanos and not even be in control of the destruction. He has already displayed his resume for disaster many times in the X-Men cinematic universe when he fought against Division 3 without hesitation, and when he took down an entire army by sinking them into concrete. Nothing like a little concrete quicksand to get the job done, am I right? Number 7, the Hulk. Although the Hulk is a bit of a risk because of his constant changes back and forth from Banner to the Green Machine. Now if you remember in the Avengers Infinity War movie, the Hulk refused to come out no matter how many times Banner needed his assistance. This left fans believing that maybe the Hulk was scared in some way to face Thanos. However, in the comics, Thanos mentions a bunch of times that he actively tries to avoid fighting the Hulk. Now I don't know how far the Hulk would get if Thanos still has the Infinity Gauntlet, but this fear of conflict that he has with the Hulk could suggest that he poses a real threat to his power. Plus, he did get some really great shots after a surprise attack in the Avengers Infinity War. Roll the clip. Number 6, Batman. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Batman's human. There's no way he could defeat a god like Thanos, especially with the Infinity Gauntlet. But don't count the Dark Knight out on this one. Batman has one of the highest IQs within the DC universe, and has proven time and time again that he can hold his own. If Batman is allowed some sort of prep time beforehand, he would find a way to trick Thanos and defeat him. I mean, he already has some pretty great wins on his resume, which include defeating Superman, Green Lantern, Darkseid, and even the entire Justice League. Number 5, the Skyfathers. Now the Skyfathers are a council of godheads that consist of Odin, Zeus, Vishnu, Amun-Ra, Osiris, God, who you may remember from such classics as the Bible, and many more mythological deities. In the comics, they were trapped by Thanos on Asgard, stopping them in their tracks. However, if they appeared in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we could see this ragtag team of gods knock Thanos down a peg. Number 4, Darkseid. Darkseid is essentially the DC Universe equivalent to Marvel's Thanos. With his own Infinity Gauntlet powers derived from the anti-life equation, cool name, and the mother boxes, Darkseid could pose a real threat to Thanos because of his ability to manipulate him just at will. Plus, using the Omega effect, he can shoot freaking laser beams from his eyes that can literally erase any living object from existence. Number 3, Lucifer Morningstar. Lucifer Morningstar is one of the most powerful super beings in the DC universe. If DC and Marvel ever have a crossover at any point, Lucifer could definitely take down Thanos, even with the Infinity Gauntlet at hand. As an immortal angel, he has many abilities, including manipulating dimensions, becoming invisible, super speed, and even invulnerability. Those are just a few that I named, but he possesses so much more that would leave Thanos shaking in his boots. Number 2, the Living Tribunal. The Living Tribunal has always had the power to defeat Thanos, but in the Infinity Gauntlet run, he decided not to act on Thanos' destruction of the universe, mainly because they had the same goals in mind. However, we know that Living Tribunal can sway his opinion after Doctor Strange stopped him from destroying Earth because good still existed on our little blue planet. If he changes his mind about how Thanos is running the universe, the Living Tribunal could easily interfere with his master plan. Number 1, Iro Ilúvatar. That's right, Lord of the Rings fans, I hear ya. Iro is our number 1 spot. That's because only a god can defeat another god. While the Infinity Gauntlet gives whoever wears it godlike abilities, Iro is a god all on his own. They created the world, angels, elves, humans, and everything that resides in Middle Earth from J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. This god has incomprehensible power and has intervened many times in the universe of Middle Earth, most notably when Frodo Baggins failed to destroy the ring in The Return of the King. Iro, or the One, intervened in the world through Gandalf when he made a remark to Frodo that Bilbo was meant to find the ring and not by its maker, which led to the inevitable destruction of the ring despite Frodo, well, not being able to get the job done. Now when it comes to Thanos, who operates in a physical form, he will be absolutely no match for this Lord of the Rings god. And that has been the top 10 characters that can beat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Let us know in the comments who you think will go head to head with Thanos in the next movie. Hit that thumbs up button if you love me, if you love this video. I'm Johnny Rogers, and until next time, take care.